Right, before you click away because this video is not a base cover, I'm doing this to promote my new channel, The Wrestling Cast. It is my school podcast project where I will be talking all things WWE, like lists, rebookings, and the latest news. Be sure to check the link in the description so you don't miss the first episode. Now on with the list. To WWE, once superstars make it to their company, they will forever be remembered and etched into the minds of all the fans for years to come. At least, that's true for some. For many superstars, their time in the WWE is so brief that they are instantly forgotten until someone goes on the network and says, "Oh yeah, I remember that guy." So today, I'm going to show you just some of these superstars that will have you in a nostalgia trip, but not one you'll remember a lot from. So here are 10 wrestlers from the mid to late 2000s you probably don't remember. At number 10 is Jesse. Jesse and Festus were a short-lived tag team who made their debut on SmackDown in 2007. They were a couple of hillbillies who, if their music was anything to go by, loved biscuits and gravy. And that's pretty much it. I didn't add Festus because he's now well known as Luke Gallows, but Jesse is probably someone you don't remember as well. After the two split in the 2009 draft, Jesse took on a new persona as Slam Master J. Yeah, the less said the better. At number 9 is Michael Tarver. Now this is really not Michael's fault that he's not remembered, it's just the fact that he was part of a group that was constantly changing. Michael Tarver was one of the original members of the Nexus, a group of rookies who set to shake up the WWE, until John Cena got involved. Tarver was in the background for most of his time in the Nexus, and in the end, an injury took him out for good. At number 8 is Mason Ryan. Now yes, I'm sort of cheating by having two Nexus members take up two places, but it's my list and I'll do what I want. Sorry. Mason Ryan joined Nexus when CM Punk took over, and was basically their powerhouse, until Randy Orton punted his Welsh head off, sidelining him for months. He eventually came back and was turned face, but didn't really do much. He was just another big guy in a big company, and he was released shortly after. At number 7 is David Hart Smith. How did this not work? The son of the popular British Bulldog coming to WWE and forming a team with Tyson Kidd, a Dungeon graduate? What could possibly go wrong? Well, everything. Smith didn't have the flair of his father and in general was a very boring person in the ring. After a pretty stale rivalry with Tyson Kidd, he was restricted to Superstars before he was released in 2011. Then he went back to the Indies. Number 6 is Camacho. Now I could throw in Hunico here, but he's well known for playing Sin Cara Negro in that awesome rivalry with Real Sin Cara. Sarcasm very much intended. Camacho was literally just Hunico's bodyguard in a sense, and the best thing he did was ride a really stupid looking bicycle. He shifted from NXT to the main show and back, before disappearing off our screens. Number 5 is Jackson Andrews. This was a very weird case of someone getting no push whatsoever. Again, given the role as a bodyguard, Tyson Kidd to be specific, he was expected to go on to good things due to his height and build being what Mr. McMahon loves in his stars. He was seemingly instantly brought down to developmental, only to come back for the smallest of angles with Mark Henry. And then he just vanished. No one knows why, he just did. Number 4 is Jesus. Right, let's get one thing clear. Bodyguard gimmicks don't work. Okay? Good. Jesus was another example of a bodyguard gimmick failing. Protecting Carlito during his rivalry with John Cena, the most memorable thing he did was try to stab John Cena in a club, which is attempted murder. He had a match with John Cena at Armageddon and then vanished off our screens, probably to sort out the court case that Cena should have put him on. Number 3 is Braden Walker. 2 matches. Braden Walker had 2 matches before he was released. Debuting in 2008 on WWE's version of ECW, Walker came to the ring with a terrible looking physique and some pretty boring wrestling. Which is a shame because he had a lot of reputation on the independent scene. Maybe it was not meant to be. At number 2 is Tyler Rex. Tyler Rex had dreadlocks. That's all I can really say. He joined the main roster from ECW before feuding with Chris Masters and then getting destroyed by the new Nexus in the 2011 Royal Rumble. His next run was in a tag team with Kurt Hawkins, who would have been on this list if he had not come back in 2016 and lost in less than 10 seconds to Dolph Ziggler. He later left WWE soon after. And at number 1 is Yoshi Tatsu. The main reason why I made this list in the first place, Yoshi was again another ECW rookie who joined the main roster. He did very little during his early run, but did win a 26-man Battle Royal at WrestleMania 26. But it was a dark match. He later became a WWE Pro for Season 5 of NXT for Byron Saxton, so he was doomed from the get-go. His moves in the ring were often very poor, and he eventually left to get his neck broken by AJ Styles in 2015. But if there's one thing that Yoshi gave us, it's his catchy theme song. Listen to it, it'll be stuck in your head all day. And that's the list. Got any superstars you remember but I don't? I certainly can't remember them all. Be sure to tell me in the comments and subscribe to the Wrestling Cast for more WWE stuff in the future. I've been Ian Dawson and I'll see you next time.